Bill again. What happens when you take like two really good recipes and combine them? Well, in this case, I'm going to take a recipe that we've been messing with in this house for, oh gosh, since the 90s, okay? And we're going to mix it up with a pretty traditional recipe. So what I've come up with is this is like this really good vodka sauce, but guess what? I'm putting bacon in it, okay? What could possibly be wrong with bacon? So let's start out with, you know, I always keep, I buy the real bacon from the meat market. I always try and keep some cooked because you never know when you just need a little bacon, right? But what I'll do is I won't burn it, you know, get it really crispy, because in cases like this I want just a little bit of that fat to render out of it. So I got some olive oil in my big pot. It's getting pretty old by now. Just want to get a little hotter. It's not talking to me yet, so it's not quite hot enough. And then all I want for flavor is 2 strips of bacon. Alright, so how I did this was I cut it half lengthwise, and then I just chopped right on down the road. If the bacon's all curly, give it your best guess and it'll work, trust me. Oh yeah, I'm feeling some heat now. Let's see what happens. It's just starting. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so let's get this bacon in here. Now I want to just kind of watch it. This is like deep frying bacon, okay? It's a beauty. Like instantly the smell of that good, this is apple smoked bacon. Wow. You know, I know there's a whole bunch of like new kind of bacons out there in the world. I'm telling you, I really like to stick with that smoke thing, you know. I don't want my blueberry bacon or my, you know, Cajun spice bacon. I just want a little hint of smoke, and this applewood is just beautiful. And one of these days I need to find out where it's made so I can tell you, because I'm sure there are a lot of places that carry it. And I just want to get it sizzling up. Just get some of that fat rendered off. And it's only a couple slices, so it's pretty well, you know, single file in there, single layer. So we can pretty much leave it alone, alright? So while we're doing that, let's talk about it. So one of the things, you know, if you've ever seen my vodka sauce video, is a lot of people, when they finish up their vodka sauces, they use an immersion blender. They want it kind of this like creamy smooth, kind of like cream of tomato soup kind of thing. Well, even my cream of tomato soup, I don't do that to it, unless I'm in the mood. But I want to get some flavor in it, and I like, you know, there's got to be some kind of mouthfeel, right? I don't want everything to taste like it's probably going to taste when I'm in my 80s getting pureed food at the nursing home. All right, beautiful smelling bacon. Everything's really looking like it's nice and crispy. Don't want to kill it. I'm going to turn it down because next, just to kind of spice things up, I got half a cup of Bermuda onion. Now you're like, Bermuda onion, why the heck did you do that? Well, because once again, it's got a little more bite to it, but has better flavor than, you know, cooking onions that can be a little rough. Alright, let's get these babies tossed around. And because this is kind of a quick sauce, we got to take our time in these steps because I'm not going to cook it on the stove all day long. And so I did cut the onion up a little bit finer than usual. And especially because I like the mouthfeel, but I don't want huge chunks in my vodka sauce. looking pretty good. Now, because with vodka sauce you're always adding that cream in the end, which I've been experimenting with, I need to bring something to the table that's going to cut that dairy. So, one little crazy, there's like 3 to 4 tablespoons of minced garlic. Let me tell you, I had a hard time finding garlic recently. This is really good stuff. Oh yeah, we're already releasing all that beautiful fragrance. So while that's getting happy in there, we gotta do some seasoning. And basically what I'm saying is I want like half a teaspoon of crushed red peppers, right? I'm gonna use my teaspoon measure, and that's about 3/4 of a teaspoon. A little heavy, that's right. And actually, this is one of the recipes that I do want black pepper in. But once again, we gotta cut some profiles here. This is my workout for the day, okay? All right. Oh yeah, this is a beauty. Okay, I'm trying to keep the heat down. I don't want to get it to go crazy. And the onion softened, the garlic softened because I really did cut everything up a little extra. So now what do? So I've got 2 28-ounce cans. I think they're still 28 ounces. Yeah, it's amazing. Of crushed tomatoes. Whoa, that's hot. That'll cool it right down, right? 1. Let's get a little of this good stuff. I don't like leaving stuff behind, you know. I'm going to give it a minute because I need it to start to just simmer. Obviously the tomatoes weren't from the refrigerator. They were room temperature, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, let's get this party started. While I'm waiting for this to get to some kind of temperature, what I want to do is I'm going to put a thermometer in, okay, of sorts. I'm going to put some tomato paste in, because guess what, when the tomato paste melts, you know it's hot. I want most of this little 5-ounce can. I was going to read it, but it's upside down because you have to cut the bottoms off so you get them open. Going to be 2 pretty hefty dollops and a partridge in a pear tree, it looks like. Let's make this easier. Work smarter, not harder. Alright. Got a lot of good stuff going on. Oh, there's Love's in the air. So when we get to the next step, if you want to, you can get out your immersion blender and, you know, mush it all up. But really thinking that if you try it this way, you're going to be really happy. And I do use the fire roasted tomatoes. I think it goes really well with the bacon. Come on, I gotta show, man. This stuff needs to warm up. I can tell it's starting to. So the reason for the tomato paste is because I'm going to thin it, okay? Because we're making vodka sauce. So let's get it hot here. This is a lovely, lovely, yeah. It's getting pretty toasty. I'm going to let it get happy for a minute. I'm going to show you something. I know I've showed you this before, but basil's going to be our key ingredient here, so this is like popping fresh. You basically just kind of stack them all up. They don't have to be perfect. And keep one eye in there. You know, you got to be a chameleon. You got your eyes are looking everywhere. Because I just want to see some little bubbles. I did turn it down, but I don't want it to go too crazy. So basically, got a bunch of these. And basil really is a key ingredient, so we can go a little crazy with it. I love basil. Let me tell you, it's just like fresh basil like this. It's a beautiful thing. All right, stack it all up. Roll it up. Roll it, roll it. I see bubbles. Take your knife and just make really small slices. I had someone tell me the other day I have mad knife skills that I'm too fast. I can't follow along. I'm like, all right, is this better? Slow motion. And I hear the pot bubbling, but do not look away when you're cutting. So let me attend to my sauce here. Tomato paste is all gone. Melted right into it. This is going to make a nice sauce that really kind of stands up. Got using the bench scraper. That's to justify that $7 I spent on it. It's actually a really nice one. I'm pretty darn happy with it. It's got a nice beveled edge. Okay. This is where I have to slow down a little bit because we want to, whoa, stop. I want to get this stirred in here and let it get really happy. Wow, yeah. It's a lot of fresh basil, man. It must be mounding half a cup, almost 3/4 of a cup. Gonna rinse my knife real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. This is really beautiful. All right. Half a cup of vodka. Remember, it's got to be something you would drink. I'm not a big fan of vodka, so I'm a bad judge, but I always go into the liquor store and say, I want something that I can cook with, that I would drink. It doesn't cost a fortune. They usually have like their own brand or something. Now what we have to do, got to get that alcohol out of there. And just leave the flavor behind. And that little bit of vodka really changes the consistency. So I really want to get this pepped up and boiling a little bit. Smells like vodka. Oh boy. Pub, pub, pub. I feel like I'm watching Old Faithful here.
Oh.
I have to be careful. My wife just washed cleaning the stove, so I can't make a mess. So believe it or not, because I was very reserved in how much vodka, I mean, I've seen some recipes that want you to put like a whole cup in. And I'm like, nah, I really don't want to do that. So I think that half a cup just is enough. And like I said, I really want to steam out the alcohol. And yeah, it's coming together really, really well. I got all that good stuff from the bacon. I'm not really tasting the crushed red peppers yet. I think that's going to take a little longer for it to really work its way into the sauce. Basil's strong, tomatoes taste great. That red onion really makes a difference, the garlic. Yeah, this is, can't stop. The sweetness of those tomatoes is just like really good. I'm really, every time I stop stirring, this stuff goes crazy, man. I don't know what it is. What is it? So basically, I just want to get it really nice and toasty warm. When you're stirring, it's okay. As soon as you stop stirring, man, it really wants to go crazy. All right, so what are we gonna do? Well, I got it turned down now. You can see there's lots of steam rising. Oh, man. This is like better than I expected. Just kidding. I always expect the best. Oh, something about it. All right. Now, I've used both half and half and heavy cream when I make vodka sauce, and I think the heavy cream really is better. I think it really helps with the consistency. I'm going to tell you that I'm very stingy with it because I don't want to make it a cream sauce, you know, with tomatoes in it. So I'm going to start with quarter cup, and you can go as much as half a cup and anywhere in between. So I'm going to put my quarter cup in. And all I'm really trying to do is add some richness and change the color. If you can make this an ugly salmon color, it's perfect. And I really think that's where the heavy cream does a better job than the half and half. So I did purposefully buy heavy cream for this and another recipe. Get it all mixed together to prove my point. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yeah. Since restaurants just, make it in a factory and bring it in bags, least thing I can do is show you how to make it the right way, right? Forgot I had that basil on here. So let's see what it looks like. You're about to witness the event of all times. See how that sauce just stands right up? Oh, this is, to me, the way it should be. So if you're real Italian, you toss it in the sauce before you serve it. Because especially with, I like doing the penne pasta thing, and you want to fill all those nooks and crannies. Not perfect? No, it's not perfect. I'm sorry. Got a little Parmesan cheese here. We're just gonna throw a little on. That's nice and hot. I like my Parmesan cheese. What do you think? Is that not fit for a king or even me? Which I have pretty high standards, right? So just remember, it's a pretty quick, fast, easy recipe to make. Just slow down the places where you need to. Don't get crazy. Make sure you cook that vodka a little bit, get the onions cooked, the garlic cooked, and then at the end you got it nice and toasty, warm. You're gonna turn down the heat and get that heavy cream in. Now, if it's not the consistency you like, add a little more. But I'm telling you, the limit is half a cup. Any more than that, and you're really not going to like that kind of dairy aftertaste you're going to get from it. But let me tell you, this is perfect, and that crushed red pepper and the bacon really, really makes this great. So anyway, y'all have been really great to me over the holidays, so I'm trying to give it all back. Next week I'm making a really special recipe for a friend of mine. It's this Romanian dish I've been playing with for 2 months now. But I got it figured out. I'm going to get it recorded and get it released right away because I'm all excited. And it's this really nice puff pastry thing. You're just going to die when you see it. But in the meantime, I just want you to enjoy this kind of stuff. I'm trying to push out some recipes, just some finger food kind of stuff, the Czech mix, whatever, so you can have parties around the house because it's that time of year. Anyway, I will see you next time with another great recipe, and I want you to have a great day. See you later.